over Speedocoat Finish Network. So we have my 01 Acura CL, very, very rare car. As you Honda and Acura heads out there, y'all know you do not see these cars anymore in this condition. This thing is freaking spotless. But I am doing a super custom paint job on this car. You know, just kind of something I wanted to do. So as y'all can see, the paint looks a little blotchy on the hood if you look in certain spots. And then back here, looks like somebody's done some body work on this quarter panel because it just like, you see the lines are a little, you know, and that, look, let's stand back, you know, stand back for your 5 feet. It doesn't look bad. Let's start it at months and see if she, all right, give her a quick turn. Get some fuel in there. I know you guys hear that. Minor exhaust leak. But got some goods in the trunk. We got test pipe, and I'll give you guys a peek. We got some headers for it. Headers, down pipe, test pipe. Gonna leave the cap back stock. Anyways, I'm gonna shut up. We're gonna we got our bodywork cart. We're gonna roll that thing out, start prepping this thing up. Let's get this thing done. A little tip on how to get your body work done quicker. So we got some 40 grit on a block. This is going to create kind of like a cheese grater kind of effect, really rough it up very fast. And then once you get to the point where it's looking like this, you got a couple burn through spots, or it's not adhering in a couple spots, just go ahead and stop, wait for it to fully dry, then do another coat over it, and everything will be straight very fast. Now, because we're also doing a really custom color, you know, we're going to go ahead and do the door jambs. To start the paint, I got the gun set at literally probably under 10 PSI. Spraying super low pressure, just really dusting the paint on really light. Don't want to get any paint reactions. And then once again with the Chameleon, I'm going really light pressure, not trying to create a bunch of overspray. You know, the gun was set at probably 10 PSI, if that. And just getting light coats in there. The door jambs don't have to be perfect, guys. As long as it's like the same color as a car. You know, the finish doesn't have to be perfect, as long as it's got a good gloss and the color matches. That's all you're really going for. And as far as the body goes, you guys can see we got a lot of burn through spots. So one thing I love about the Speedocoat 1K primer is you can actually spot prime with this primer, and it will not leave a rough edge. It's perfectly smooth. And then we got some junk black paint left over from a bunch of other paint jobs. Once again, first coat of paint, just dusting it on, okay? We are lightly and gently inducing this new paint into the old paint. We don't want to get any reactions or anything like that. Just very carefully dusting it on and kind of sealing off what is there, what may be underneath. Letting that dry for a good 10-20 minutes, and then just second dust coat. And as you guys can see, the black came out decent. Not perfect. This isn't a show quality paint job. But we got that black after about 3 to 4 coats, and looks really sharp. squirt water in your paint job. Good God. This is literally the biggest, I mean literally the biggest screw up I've had in a paint job in probably, oh God, guys, it's been like 4 years. I remember the first car I painted back when I had my garage in York, Pennsylvania. I first got back into painting cars. I had like 20 runs in that car. It was just runs everywhere. I want to show you guys, I want you guys to be able to learn from my mistakes. And that's the whole point of this YouTube page, why I'm posting this video. Y'all see the back of the shop? Okay. Y'all see the windows. We got a lot of fog, okay? It's a very foggy day. The minute it started fogging up, should have stopped, because fog will get in your paint. Rain, necessarily, will a little bit of humidity get in the paint, yes. You know, just like if you're a wet floor, whatever. Rain is not as bad. Fog, as we learned tonight, no. So, I mean, this is like I said, we had a lot of moisture, a lot of fog, which literally completely halted the clear coat from drying, and like the color is just way off, right? Also, another mistake, let me show you guys this one. Okay, we use fast reducer for the paint. I was thinking, since it was still a little bit chilly outside, that probably fast would be better. Nope. Slow for the chameleon would have definitely been better. And then, as you guys saw from the we're mid paint job, I was walking by the hose, kicked the hose squirted water all on the front end of the paint, which also contributed to the problem, because then I had to put more chameleon pigment over top of where we were like wiping it down, because then it looked weird. So we had to put more paint on top. So overall, guys, literally everything that could have went wrong in this job, including me, user error. I haven't done a chameleon paint job in 2 years. You know, everything that could have went wrong. So I came in the next day, and the paint job actually looked kind of savable. After all the moisture and humidity actually evaporated out of the paint, I went ahead and assessed it. I said, hey, this could look half decent. We still had the issue of the grittiness in the paint. So I said, hey, you know what? What do I have to lose? The car's already taped up. I went ahead and I put an additional 5 light to medium coats of clear coat over top of the finish that was there. The clear coat had only been sitting for 12 hours, so it still was absorbent and, you know, would stick. And this is after we put an additional 5 coats of clear on it. Looked a lot better. So yeah, this was kind of a lucky situation where I was halfway able to save the paint job and make it look halfway decent. That's going to wrap it up for the Acura. Did we save this paint job? Kind of, sort of. You know, I think if we wet sanded down the car, as you guys saw, it's got some runs in it. Like I said, that fog just, when you get fog in the paint, it just completely halts the drying process of the clear. It's very bad. I think maybe possibly, you know, it took, you know, maybe a day. Took a DA sander, just machine wet sanded with some 2000 grit, or maybe some 1000 grit, cut it down real good, and taped it up, shot 2 to 4 more coats of clear over it, I think it could look decent. I mean, it still looks decent just right now sitting here without doing anything to it. It's a little blotchy in some spots because once stuff started going bad, so did my mental. You know, and once you mentally start going bad in the middle of a paint job, it can really kind of mess up your flow, really mess up your technique. Excuse me. But you know, I mean, it's really not terrible. It looks a lot better in person. I will say you can't really see the color change that well with the camera. You know, but you can see the orange, the blue, the violet purple. I mean, it looks, you know, it looks pretty cool. See a lot better in this mirror. See, pull it back, orange, blue, purple, violet. It's pretty cool. You know, is this a car I'm going to take to some car show and win an award? No. Is this a cool little car, you know, that I can take around town to the grocery store and pass out some business cards? Yeah, I mean this will do for that. You know, but overall, guys, like I said, this is my worst paint job of 2022. I actually was going to post this towards the end of the year, but stuff just got kind of crazy busy with wrapping this place up and you know, other cars. We had the Mustang. I was more focused towards the end of the year. I was more focused actually on the cheaper paint jobs, the Mustang. But being this is my worst paint job I've had in 3 years / a year, my worst paint job of 2022. The worst, I mean, it's still not terrible. I mean, you know, this is livable. I mean, I could live with this. I mean, I'm sure there's some, you know, paint police, you know, dork out there. Oh man, you did everything wrong. You got rooms. Okay, whatever, dude. You guys know my general rule of thumb in my garage. I mean, if it looks good, stand 3 to 5 feet away. You know, send it down the road. These cars. I'm driving them. You know, if it looks any better than that, all it's gonna do is sit in the shop. That's all it's gonna do. So, you know, get them good, looking good for 3 or 5 feet away. Maybe give them a little polish or whatever if you want to, and that's that, man. So I just want to show you guys this job and show you guys some mistakes I made, and what you could also do to save a paint job. You know, if you got bad weather like fog or something like that, maybe just do like one really light coat of clear so you can lock in that color and that color's not disturbed. Come back the next day once the fog's gone and then smash on another 4 to 6 coats of clear. This car total has, I believe, 5 coats of clear on it right now. 5 light to medium coats. And the light to medium coats, you know, that's why it's got a little bit of orange, little bit of orange peel. Maybe I'm just being critical, but yeah. Anyway, guys, that is going to wrap it up for this one. Like, subscribe, new videos every week.